Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. This video is kindly sponsored by Owlcat Games. Now, this is a very important mechanic that I have been waiting to do, not because it's, well, that exciting, but because it is extremely crucial to your party's health, and that is resting. And this is exactly why I'm doing it, so that we can remove those fatigue debuffs from our characters finally. Because bear in mind, you gotta be very careful about that. You really do not want your characters to have fatigue for too long, and indeed even exhaustion can be extremely damaging to your chances of survival. And characters, by the way, can die in this game. Anyway, Wenduag says, "It's time. We're heading out now. Lan won't get in our way." Wenduag breathes in deeply through her nose, her eyes narrowing in concentration, like she's trying to taste the air, to detect even the faintest sense. Finally, she gives an approving nod. It's time to what? Well, we already know what we're kind of going to do. Lan won't get in our way? Are we just going to leave Horgus and Anevia here? Oh yeah, let's ask that. Getting you all out at once will be difficult. We'll let the injured woman recover. Do you think I like knowing there are uplanders sitting in our village? But trying to drag an injured person through the maze would be suicide. And don't even get me started on the other one. He's not going to get off his backside unless we send a litter to carry him. Alright, what about Lan? Lan won't get in our way. Where is he? On the way to his death, if he decided to go it alone. Or maybe he's in a hole somewhere, crying about how lonely he is. I don't care either way. Alright, so are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? Well, I'm pretty sure that she's sure about that, so I'm not going to ask that, but I'm going to just say, it's time to get out of here. Wenduag nods. Right, and another thing. You could have chosen not to listen to me, but you did. That means you have real strength in you. A strong person can take the truth even if they don't like it, and the truth was on my side. I want to say, Wenduag averts her eyes, thank you. You saved the tribe from a stupid mistake. They're alive now because of you. Now let's go to the boats. We'll get there fastest by water. Alright. So now we've lost Lan as a party member, and these are the icons, by the way. You see these little slot icons down the side of each character portrait? Well, you should probably take note of those, because they are very important. As I said before, if you have fatigue or exhaustion or something like that, you can work with fatigue, but I think exhaustion is much more of a damaging effect, so you want to be a little bit careful about that. Anyway, let's see where we have to go. There's Horgus right there. And I would assume that we have to find the boats. I'm not entirely sure where that would be. Probably not this way, right? No. It's going to be towards where the water is. And never mind. I apparently just stumbled across it right now. There we go. Lake at the Shield Maze. Let's do it. Most enemies try to attack your most vulnerable party members. Very smart indeed. You can always use the optimal formation instead of adjusting your party's formation manually. This is the first formation in the list. It will align your party automatically, putting the strongest members in the front row. Since it works automatically, while using it, you can't change the party formation manually. Alright, so that's the optimal formation. So I was actually tinkering around a little bit with the formations just before the episode started, and it's extremely interesting to me, because basically what you can do is you can do something like this. So you can do optimal auto formation. Personally, I don't really like that much. I would prefer to have two of us in, yeah, for example, something like this. And you can actually change this however you like, as you can see right here. So you can pretty much just decide what you want to do. Personally, I think something like this is going to be the most effective, because this is going to give both myself and Seela the greatest chance of being attacked. And Wenduag, who is our main ranged character, she's going to be okay at the very back. She's going to do a lot of damage with that bow. And then obviously we have Carmelia here, who's more of our healer, but generally I think she can handle herself in a melee fight. So that's what we're going to do. You can actually hold shift to move them around a little bit more freely so that they are not sticky, if you know what I mean. There's no, yeah, as you can see right there, if I let go of shift, then you can see that they're a little bit stickier if you get my drift. Anyway, there you go. We're going to go for something like that. And as you can see, they're doing exactly what I told them to do. Fantastic. I love that. That is super, super nice. Anyway, let's move on and see what happens when we get to the maze. I can only hope that they're not going to require me to do any kind of puzzling. We need to crawl through this crack in the doorway, and then we're in. Trust me, I've done this plenty of times. Okay, that's a little bit suspicious, actually, because that means that she has gone in and survived. But I assume that that's, well, to be expected, I guess, for someone that lives down here. Anyway, as you can see, we are now about to fight a ferocious monitor lizard. There we go. Alright, so we now have extra abilities as well. So generally, Seela is going to have the ability to use lay on hands on other people. And this is, in my opinion, pretty good. And I think she can use this quite often. As you can see, she has, I think, 3 charges. Yeah, she has 3 charges of this before she needs to rest, as far as I can tell. So that's pretty good. Otherwise, we can't charge, unfortunately, so I guess we're just going to have to go around about here. I don't really want to go too far. Wenduag is going to just reposition as well. Technically, I could try to do a point-blank shot if it gets into range, but I don't think I'm going to need to do that. And, of course, we're going to miss. Did we miss? No, we actually hit it. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. And now we're just going to go whack. Boom. Blimey does so much damage. He really does. I like it a lot. Okay, so there we are. Oh, we got some loot here. Yeah, the skin, of course. There we are. Okay, fantastic. And now I'm just basically trying to get some experience. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do by exploring around here. It seems like that is indeed it. Okay, well, not to worry. Anyway, this is the map as well. I've actually been exploring a little bit more of the UI and the menus and so on. And personally, I feel like this is probably the best UI that I have seen in a CRPG in a very long time, if not the best ever, because it tells you everything you need to know, and it gives you exactly where they are going to head to as well. So for example, if I click on here, look at that. If I click here with left click and drag it around, it's going to drag my camera to wherever I want it to be. So as you can see right here, my camera is going to now go back to where we came in. But if I drag it over there to where we were at the dead end, it's also going to go over there. But if I want my characters to move, I can just right click and then they're going to do that. And I don't even have to look at the game itself. I can do that completely on the map screen. If you so desire, of course. You don't have to, but I think it's very, very useful nevertheless. Otherwise, there are a wide variety of other menus that you can select. For example, you know, you can select all characters. It's all very much to do with accessibility as well. Bear that in mind, that accessibility is a very important thing, especially when it comes to RPGs, because you never know what kinds of people are going to be playing, and especially what kind of peripherals they have available as well, because they might have only a keyboard, or they might have only a mouse, or they might have a controller, or whatever, and there may be some strong preferences there as well. Anyway, let's go in. Okay. I thought I'd be attacked immediately, but no. Thankfully not. Okay, please no puzzles. Please no puzzles. I will absolutely die just from attempting a puzzle. Okay, I'm just going to hold tab here, because if you hold tab, it gives you any interactable in the area, and I would really like to do that. Okay, a bas-relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Ah, so I assume that there is indeed a labyrinth ahead of us. Can you see the lighting graphics as well? The lighting effects are absolutely fantastic, and the shadows. Look at the shadow of the chandelier in the air there. That is super nice, and being able to go in here and then unveil it all in a grand uncovering. Anyway, let's go in here. Oh, hello there. I'm apparently going to be fighting some cultists. Okay, so we have some car figurines. We got a potion of reduced poison by the looks of things as well. Gonna just loot all that. So there is a cultist in here. There he is. Oh, there's a bunch. Okay, this might be problematic. Okay, Neophyte Wizard. They have much more initiative than I do, unfortunately. So, yeah, Seela has already taken some damage, but that shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to charge at the cultist, take him out immediately. That guy, he had no idea. He had no idea what was about to befall him, did he? No, he was like, oh yeah, I'm a cultist, I'm evil. And then we're just like, boop, with the big axe in his face. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Okay, so, Enlarge Person. This spell causes instant growth of a humanoid creature, doubling its height and multiplying its weight by 8. This increase changes the creature's size category to the next larger one. The target gains a +2 size bonus to strength, and a -2 size penalty to dexterity, and a -1 penalty on attack rolls and armor class due to its increased size. Melee and ranged weapons used by this creature deal more damage. So that's basically a buff of some kind that is going to increase our damage done. I don't think I really need to use that right now, so I'm just going to use Camellia to go over to where Blimey is, just in case she gets attacked. Wenduag can basically just fire at the wizard, I suppose. I did hit him. Is he dead? No, he's almost dead. We're going to move Wenduag as well. We're going to move her a little bit, because she's obviously used a lot of her action to just attack straight there. And I'm actually wondering whether we should just charge at this guy. Or the way that we should charge at the wizard. I think we should probably charge at the wizard. There we go. Oh, a critical as well? Oh, Seela, you know what's up. Thank you so much for doing that damage. That is very, very useful indeed. Oh, can I charge again? No. Path to target is blocked. But I might be able to whack him. Oh, a miss. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. You know, it's like those things where you get really hyped up, you know, to see something happen, and then, you know, the time comes when you actually attack, and then it's just whiff. Complete whiff action. Hilarious, nevertheless, though. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Cure Light Wounds on Seela. Okay, that was decent. Not the best, but decent, as you can see right there. She did roll... she rolled pretty badly, actually, but oh well, never mind, never mind. That's how it goes, that's how it goes. Okay, so, we've got some loot. What do we have here? What is this? A masterwork glaive. Huh, I like glaives in other games, so I'm thinking that might be pretty fun. We also have a chain shirt here. Right. Aha. So this is already equipped by Camellia. Then we also have a scroll of Cure Light Wounds. So if we do need some healing and we don't have enough magic to be able to do that, then we can always do it through a scroll or something like that. Anyway, we have a punching dagger here. Finesse wielding. Okay, so this is basically for Camellia as well, I believe, right? Or... yeah, I mean, she's using dexterity-based weapons, right? I mean, yeah, she's using a rapier right now, which is, I think, very much a dexterity-based weapon, or at least I would assume so. I think what I'd actually like to do is maybe make Camellia into sort of a ranged character. Ooh, a heavy crossbow? I don't know. I'm not that big a fan. Not that big a fan of that. I wouldn't mind having... ooh, yeah, this leather armor. I'm going to actually collect everything, obviously, but generally, Wenduag, I think, is probably going to be the one that will use this, but I have to be very careful here, because I don't want to be in a situation where I give them something super amazing, and then they end up backstabbing us or something, and then leaving the party. But I'm going to give her the leather armor nevertheless. I think it is much better for her. It does reduce her dexterity, I think, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. At least not at the moment, but it might in the future. Hopefully not. But there you go. Alright, yeah, I think that's pretty fine with me. And, oh, we can pick the lock, or we can break the lock. Okay, let's pick the lock. Who's picking that? Is that Camellia? Oh, it's Camellia, really? She's really good at picking the lock then, apparently. There we go. You can attempt to open any locked chest by either picking the lock with the trickery skill or breaking it open with brute force. No checks are required to break open a chest, but it will take some time. Some of the contents will be broken in the process and lose some of their value. Picking the lock with trickery is a much more profitable way of opening locked chests, as you run no risk of damaging the contents. However, it requires a successful skill check. What did we get? Really? A gem. Alright. Maybe that's gonna come in handy? I don't know. But I suppose we'll see. Anything else that I can interact with here? I'm just looking out for any... I mean, I don't know whether they're going to highlight hidden switches or something. I mean, with tab, that might make it a bit too easy, but I don't know. Anyway, Potion of Cure Light Wounds, thank you. I might need that. That kind of gives me the impression that we're going to be fighting a boss at some point.
Something.
Oh, you found something. What did you find? You found a trap. Oh, look at that. You sneaky scoundrels. Okay, let's disarm it. We can't do that? Camellia, come over here. Okay, on your journey, you're going to come across a lot of traps. Oh, thank you. Whenever any of your characters approaches a trap, they automatically make a perception skill check. If they succeed, you will see a zone that, if entered, will activate the trap. To attempt to disarm the trap, follow the line leading from the trap and interact with the button as you would any other interactive object. The disarm attempt will be performed with the character with the highest trickery skill bonus. Okay. Okay, yep, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all there. So, Camellia is obviously going to go ahead and do that. And she did it. Fantastic. I was really worried about that for a second, because I thought to myself, if she fails, then bad things are going to happen. But thankfully, she did not. I have a lot of faith in her, actually, to do some pretty nice lock-picking and general trickery things nowadays. Yeah, we're getting... Ooh, Scroll of Bear's Endurance. Hello there. +4 bonus to Constitution. And we got some other things going on here, too. Scroll of Prayer. Wow, huge amounts of different scrolls. And we also have a tome here as well. Might be coming in handy. Oh, hello there. There's a cultist in the library. How dare you? We must get the candlestick and take care of him immediately. You know? If you get the reference. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe do some damage here. Where am I? Wenduag's over there. Okay, so she obviously missed. I should have probably moved her a little bit forward, but I was kind of wanting to keep her at the furthest back, because this guy now is going to act. Oh, he's just buffing himself. Okay, well that really doesn't make any difference whatsoever. This is blocked. Okay, this might be slightly problematic. Blimey, let's do this. He survived! He survived a 15 damage hit? I can't believe it. Well, thankfully, Wenduag took care of him. Nice. Okay, so what did he actually have? He had a glaive, dagger, and he's also gotten medium armor. Ooh, this might be pretty useful for me. Let me actually just take a quick look here. This is looking slightly better than what I have for my own character, so I'm thinking we might want to equip that. There we go. I like how it changes your cosmetic look as well. I think that is half the fun of playing RPGs. Getting to have your character look a little bit differently every single time you gain an upgrade of some kind. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's do the religion thing. Camellia is also going to be doing that. And she failed. Well, she can't win them all, can she? Can't win them all, but that's absolutely fine. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, perception. There we go. We actually gained some additional loot as a result of that perception roll. Very nice. I'm actually kind of worried now. Is she just going to continue failing it? Yeah, it seems like that is indeed the case. But I'm actually kind of worried that maybe I missed something else with perception. Maybe I didn't move close enough to it or something like that. Well, hopefully not. Okay, wait a minute. There's a chest over here. Ooh, a lot of gold right there too. Okay, there's definitely gonna be more enemies. Hello there. Okay. Let's take care of them. Alright, so Camellia has the ability to move first. She cannot get over there to attack. So I guess I'm just going to move her there. Wenduag can move. Let's move her over here. And then shoot. Who do we want to... Oh, corrupted mongrels! Oh no! I actually didn't even realize that they were a part of the village that have been corrupted. Okay. Well, let's shoot one of them, I guess. And Seela, can you charge? Yes, you can. Nice kill. There we go. And another nice charge from Blimey. Oh, that's super fun. That is so fun. Every single time that happens. Wenduag looks at the mongrel's corpse, her lip curling, and then turns away. Well, are we going or what? There aren't that many mongrels. You must all know each other, right? Who was that? Or you never told me this maze of yours was crawling with cultists? Well, I can kind of assume that that was going to be the case anyway, so I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say you must all know each other, right? Who was that? Wenduag shrugs. Some unlucky fools who thought the shield maze was a good place to go for a stroll. The maze drove them insane. If they weren't insane to begin with, that is. Wenduag pauses, choosing her words. But this isn't the first time I've been attacked by people I know in here. Lost friends of mine would sometimes reappear like that. They didn't recognize anyone anymore. Trying to talk to them was a waste of time. Ending their suffering was the only option. She snorts derisively, but it seems forced. Weaklings. Serves them right. Yeah, I can kind of tell that she obviously does care, but she's putting on a front. Brave front. Anyway, let's go. I want to get out of here as fast as possible. Right. Wenduag isn't looking at you. Now do you see why I didn't want Lan and the others to come here? They shouldn't know what happens to the people who venture here. The ones we killed today were mourned long ago. Let's keep it that way. Alright. Saving game is impossible. Why is it impossible, game? Come on now. You cannot do that to me. The bloodstains still mar the ground around them are comfortable benches with pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching others suffer. Wow. That's not very nice of them, is it? But let's face it, this is not a very nice place. So, we should probably get some vengeance for them if we can. That would be nice. Alright, there we go. All the loot has been gotten. And I'm thinking I will save the game. There we go. Alright, so the game has now been saved. And let's open the door. I actually thought that suit of armor was a person, but it's not.
The heartbeat quickens.
Alright, so Wenduag, I'm gonna try and focus on the sharpshooter here. Always a good idea to focus on the ranged unit first, at least I think so, because we murdered him in one fell swoop. Super nice to see that. And I can do a charge against this fighter as well. Oh. Okay, that was not particularly good. Oh, there's actually another sharpshooter. Okay, I did not realize that. I'm going to have to... oh, yeah, this is problematic.
Let the attack commence.
I don't know what's going on with Blimey, but he absolutely destroys anything that he hits with his great axe right now. He's only missed once in this entire time, so I'm pretty pleased with his performance so far. That was a terrible miss, but not much I can do about that, unfortunately.
Into the fray.
Oh, nice hit, Seela. Nice hit. Okay, that is exactly what I want to see. Okay, fantastic. So, I'm actually not entirely sure if I should continue looting these guys, because they are inevitably going to get me over-encumbered eventually. But there are a lot of things here that could sell for a decent amount, and I don't really want to miss out on that. So that's kind of the reason why I'm being a bit careful about it. Only some of these things are actually worth it, I believe. For example, this. The Masterwork Short Sword, I think, is worth it, but everything else is not so much. Everything else is very minimal in terms of its sell value, so pretty happy to leave the rest. What else do we have going on here? Yeah, as you can see, they only sell for a very small amount, and they're not an upgrade whatsoever, so I'm pretty happy to move on. What about the door over here? I mean, they seem to be guarding the door there, so I'm thinking maybe we should move this way first. Ah, yes, perfect. Oh, 2 chests in here as well? Are you serious? 2 chests? Come on now. Come to me, thank you. Seems like Sealer is having some problems moving forward now as well. She does move very slowly. Okay, Blimey could potentially... Oh dear. Let's have a look at his stats real quick. Okay, I was kind of worried about him initially, but then now I'm looking at him. I mean, his armor class is pretty high. Should I try just to kill him immediately? I guess. Oh, he did 10 damage. I'm surprised. Okay, I'm very, very happy about that. Now, if we could get Wenduag in there before... Oh, no, we can't actually attack before... Oh, no, they... Oh, I think I may have stopped them. Okay, here we go. Okay, bear in mind, we do have Lay on Hands. We have 3 charges of that, so even if we have a problem, we can still heal ourselves without too many difficulties. Gonna move Sealer into a defensive formation here, or a defensive position. And now Blimey can attack again. I'm actually really surprised about that, but look at the champion. Look at how much HP he has left. I hit him for 10 damage, and still he has a massive amount. Okay, let's see. Can I use my power attack? I think I have been using the power attack this whole time. Missed. Well, that didn't really go well, did it? Yeah. Is he gonna heal? No, he's gonna do magic missile. It's probably not gonna help him that much, so I'm gonna try and hit the wizard. Yeah, nice. 1-hit kill right there from Wenduag. He's now going to attack. He does a little bit of damage. Okay, Blimey's got a decent amount of HP, so I wouldn't have expected him to really take that much. Now we're going to do a little bit of a flanking action with Sealer here. Oh, still not a hit. Okay, kind of surprised about that. Yeah, this guy has amazing amounts of armor, so he is definitely going to take a lot more punishment. Unfortunately.
To stop.
Thankfully, combat is not that damaging right now, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about this. What is this now? Smite Evil. I might be able to kill this if I can use Smite Evil. I mean, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't really want to use these abilities against just some regular guy. I'd much rather save them for something a bit more tricky. I'm going to use my... Enrage. Oh, okay, apparently that made no difference.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
You are today's sacrifice. No match for me.
Oh, nice critical. Look at that. Wenduag. Whew, saving the day once again. Nice. There we go. Just gotta get the right rolls, eh? Just gotta get the right rolls. Very nice indeed. Alright, so let's loot these. The champion's bound to have something amazing. I mean, he was using a flail, but he was also using a shield, which I assume is the main reason why he was so difficult. But that's the thing. I don't really want to give Camellia a heavy shield. It's going to give her much higher chances for arcane spells to fail. And if she is using arcane, which I think she might be, then it's probably not great. Alright. Oh yeah, we also have a diary here, and you can read that if you so desire by pausing the video now. And we might need to read that a little bit later on. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything else here of value. It doesn't seem to be. So let's loot these 2 chests. Nice. And nice. There we go. Yes, I will take all of that. Anything else here that I need to interact with? It doesn't seem like it. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode, and in the next one, we're going to continue exploring the maze and hopefully come across the boss. And it's just dawned on me that Blimey needs a little bit of a heal, so I'm going to do that before the next episode begins as well. I thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I'll see you next time.